Hey all, welcome to the YouTube channel. Right now let's look at how to make a square. Things that are required for this activity. You can get a couple of craft papers. I think these craft papers are A4 in size, so you can get A4 size craft papers. You can use a ruler, you can use a plastic ruler or a steel ruler, whatever works. Let's look at the first method to make a square, right? The first method to make a square, let's take any color. Let's take a pink color paper, right? The first method to make a square would be to fold the paper like this, right? Like this, yes. Now you can slide it when the two edges like coincide like this. That is when you're supposed to fold it. Yes, just fold it like this. Yes. Now if you see, this part that has been created is a square. Now to mark it, fold the same paper like this upwards and make sure in the bottom once it's like this, right? You should just make sure that the fold is coming in correctly, or if you want you can do it the other way so that you can exactly see the crease. See, like this, right? Now if you see, this piece of paper that we have folded and created over here is a perfect square on the top side. This one is a perfect square. Now we have to cut this piece of paper out, so fold it nicely, right? Fold this nicely, and what you can do is that you can cut the paper, you can keep the ruler like this and just pull the paper like this. See, it will start to tear. You don't need scissors for this. You just take this like this. You can tear it. This would be a square paper. Yep. This is, if you see, if you want you can measure it with a scale as well. If you see, the dimensions for this would be almost the same. It's approximately, I would say 21 centimeters. On both sides. It might be off here and there a little, but that's still fine, right? Now let's look at the activity to make a square piece of paper from a rectangle. If you see over here, we have a couple of papers over here. This is the craft paper that we have, right? And you can take craft papers and a ruler for this. Now to make a square, what we would be doing is that take the paper and fold it like this, right? When you're folding it like this, make sure that the edges exactly align. After they align, fold it, right? Now you fold it, the upper half over here, this is the square, right? Now we want to cut this piece out. What we would be doing is that take this and exactly like this coincides, right? You can kind of fold it like this, right? Make sure that you get your folding right so that you will have an exact square in your hands. This is the one. Yep. If you see this fold over here, even now the crease is not proper, so make sure you fold it properly like this, right? Now once this is properly folded over here, it's like this, right? Now make sure that we cut this paper out. The upper half is a square. This is the part that we have to cut out. Keep a ruler over here like this, right? This is the place, and try cutting it like this with the ruler, right? If you see, this is the square and this is the rectangle. This is method 1 that we've tried to cut a square, right? Now let's look at method 2 to cut a square, right? The method 2 to cut a square would be like this. Take two papers, let's take the pink one and the red one. Keep one on top of the other and make sure that they are intersecting with one another, right? Make it like this. Make sure that they coincide. right? Like this. The red one should cover the pink one completely. Now, if you see, this would create a square. Just fold it like this. If you see, the upper half is the square. So now what we can do is that, like we did previously, if you can see the crease, I'm just folding it more so that you can see the crease. You can see the crease. Keep your hands on the ruler, and now this part is the square that you would have had. Right? I'll repeat it once again. Let's take a different color of paper. Right? Now, if you look at it, we have the red color and the green color paper. Let's cut the red color paper this time. Yes. So, if you see, the green color paper should overlap completely on top of the red, like this. And once it overlaps, you fold the paper. Right. Just make sure you get your folded right. You should make sure that you fold it right. And once you fold it exactly, you can see there's a crease that's made over here. Right? This is the crease. Now, like we did the last time, we are supposed to exactly make a square, right? Like cut the paper. Now this paper will be a square that's formed. Yes.